Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse and the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 here in Memphis and all you folks in Brownsville and Jackson throughout the Mid-South. I really wanted to set this interview up as our final guest, not knowing, I know there's a lot going on with BASS and all the different things, but not knowing that during this past week we would lose a legend and a man that meant a lot in my career as an outdoor editor at the Memphis newspaper when I was just starting, and then as a longtime Cardinal fan and everything. But the loss of our of the man Jerry McGinnis, and who better really to talk about Jerry? There's so many out there than our good friend Bruce Akin. He is the CEO of BASS. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Larry.
I know it. If you don't mind, we'll talk a little bit about Hook and all the other great things that are going on with BASS. But let's kick it off. And Ron Wong is in here with us also.
Hey, Bruce, how are you?
And you know
Doing
Ron.
well.
Yeah, Ron is here.
Yeah, Ron.
And John Gordon from Ducks Unlimited is also here. But John, you can say hello too.
Morning, Bruce.
Yeah, that's John Gordon from DU. But talk about Jerry and what he meant.
Yeah.
Maybe not only the BASS, but you, Bruce.
Yeah, I've known Jerry now a little over 8 years. When I started at Bass, I remember having to interview with he and Don Logan and Jim Copeland,
yes,
who we've also lost.
Yes.
But I'd worked with Don for years, but Jerry, I remember when I first met him, he was a little leery that I didn't know anything about television, and when I started this job, I didn't.
Yeah,
and
I
think worse that I didn't fish. So he was a little skeptical about hiring this guy. But we over the years got to know each other. I had the joy of fishing, sharing a boat with him a few times, and has got to know him. And we also bonded over the Cardinals, I think. I'm
yes,
a big St. Louis Cardinal fan, having grown up listening to him in North Alabama. And he was, of course, in North Arkansas, and then was from St. Louis as well. And, of course, played a little baseball too. But Jerry was just, what stuck out to me about Jerry is, he's a conversationalist.
Oh, yeah.
And, engage and talk about just about anything. And but just a great communicator, great guy. Always stood up for the anglers.
He did, didn't he?
Always looking for the angle for the anglers.
Yes.
And, in all the meetings we had, it was always, now how can we make it better for the professional angler, and really anglers in all walks of life.
Well, I know that.
Really enjoy getting to know Jerry and all.
Well, I know that McGinnis Touch is everywhere on BASS, and I know I thought it was somewhere around 8 to 10 years that you'd stepped in their position. I knew your background and things along that line. You look at what's going on now with BASS, Bruce. So many good things, so many positive things. The hookup with Hook. That's no pun intended. I didn't even. That just came out of my mouth like that, But
right, yeah.
But talk about where you are today.
Okay, yeah, we, as most of the fishing world knows, had a little disruption in the whole professional world a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
And, we, learned some things coming out of that, and I think as things like that do, it made us better, sharpen up a little bit, and really realize what we had that made BASS distinct from everything else out there. And so we kind of just went back to the roots and remembering our membership and our fans, and putting on great tournaments and the conservation things that we do, and say conservation's much more than catch, weight, release, although we think we do a great job at that as well, and all. So we did that, and I've had a great year, banner year. I think Hook was one that went on the sidelines to kind of watch and see what was going to happen. Yeah, they're back in full force, like you said. They've just signed on as a presenting sponsor.
Pretty good deal.
The Bassmaster Classic, the 50th, and of
50th.
course, Academy.
That's going to be amazing.
50th. It's going to be amazing. So,
well, Ron's already
we're
excited.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, Ron's already excited. The 50th.
I've already signed up to attend.
It does. I like look back on that, and of course, I've been writing for more than 50 years and communicating, and remember that first one. When it just doesn't seem possible 50 years ago. When you're going back to Guntersville, you're going back to Birmingham, March 6th and 8th. What about that, Bruce? Going back to the Birmingham and going to Guntersville. How was that? Did it just work out that way?
Yeah. Well, we just thought it's a natural. This would be the 50th. This would be the 13th time the Classic's been in
really?
Alabama.
Okay.
It started in Montgomery.
Yes.
And Guntersville's been such a big bass factory, even though it's a little farther to drive, a little over an hour and a half. And, of course, the BJCC in Birmingham will be
there you go,
the
Ron.
arena,
yeah.
the weigh-in show and all. And we've got a lot of activities planned, too. We'll bring a lot of legends back and, highlight them, a lot of the memorabilia from Classics past. We just had a meeting today on the 50th Classic and all the special things we're going to do. We're going to have a big celebration on Thursday evening downtown. We're going to have a block party kind of thing.
So Ron's good at block parties.
Won't want to miss it.
Yeah, Ron don't want to miss it because I know you were really pleased with Knoxville, weren't you? I mean,
oh gosh, it's absolutely great. There was just there's a release I think we're about to put out that Knoxville won an award in the travel industry.
All right.
For the economic impact that it had. I think it's $32 million.
Wow.
Economic impact.
Ron Wong, you did most of that, I'm sure. Ron donated most of that $32 million.
It's damage.
It's damage control, that's for sure. Yeah.
But Bruce, with 50th anniversary coming up,
amazing,
and you all have so many things planned. It's time now that people start thinking about booking their trips and before all the hotel rooms in Birmingham sells out, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. We block so many out, but they'll fill up fast. We've already heard from a lot of sponsors that and advertisers that are, and the expo exhibitors that are calling and saying, hey, do you know where any more rooms are? Because, they typically need blocks of rooms for all their employees.
Well, you look at that, you think now, and I just can't imagine some of these guys that I've known are real old like me now, that $1 million purse. I mean, you just never thought of that back there. You'd be happy to get a tank of gas, and some of the things and the impact this has on it, Bruce. I know that it's I don't know where. I think you guys can coexist with everything else because you're it. I mean, I
see BASS as a front runner.
I mean, it's just
so many different things. Bruce talked about conservation. Well, and you look at the expo. The expo has the Bassmaster Classic Expo now has become so large. That fishing tackle manufacturers actually use that as another avenue to introduce new products, just like they do at ICAST. It's amazing.
Right.
Yeah. What else?
That's what we're hearing from a lot, that they use it now as a launching pad for new product. And, of course, we've got consumers. ICAST is introducing it to the buyers at the retailers. But it's going well. It just keeps getting better and better. Now that
That's
record
what you want.
in Knoxville is going to be hard to beat, but we're doing our darndest.
Hey, go for it. Go for it.
Here in Birmingham.
Yeah, go for it. Bruce, well, I know. Thanks for taking time from your busy schedule, buddy, to be to us on Outdoors with Larry Ray. And thank Emily Hartley. She's doing a great job. Yep. She's keeping those guests coming my way. Yep. I need those, and they're the success of this show. But look out, Wong will be on you for long, okay? Look out for him.
I'll see you in Birmingham.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Bruce. Have a great day.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. All right, Bruce Akin, CEO of BASS. And I remember when Bruce was hired, that was quite a thing. He didn't fish. He didn't do any of those kind of things. but he was a businessman.
Well,
and he took them on that road,
well, he brought some people in that, just like Jerry.
Yeah.
Which Jerry kind of educated him on the fishing industry
he
more than
him.
anything else. And, I mean, if it wasn't for Jerry, I don't know that Bruce would be where he's at now.
Well, we appreciate him being there. Let me tell you about next week's show before we get out of here because, hey, we got some good ones. We got Victor McKell. He is from Loa Boots.
Nice boots.
Yeah, nice boots. And I'm going to try to buy one of them at a time. All right. Hey, Wayman Cox is going to be on. They just found another big diamond down there at the Crater.
Yeah, they did.
Crater of Diamonds at State Park near Murfreesboro, Arkansas. If you have not been down there, they've got a big one. Jacob Bettis, he is with the Grabber hand warmer people, which I will have with me in the woods this morning. All those little things, you see them at Walmart. You buy those little hand warmers. They make them. Millions and millions and millions. And so we're going to find out the secret ingredient that makes that thing turn warm. Now, he's not going to tell me. I know that for his fact.
That's pretty neat.
And then
deal.
we're going to talk. We got to talk every year with the folks at MEPS and Mr. Twister about their squirrel tail program. I guess I've been talking about that every year. I've been through 4 or 5 different PR people for them. But
yep,
you can turn those into that things. But we got a lot of things coming up on the Thanksgiving show. Down the road, you're going to be really surprised what we got for November. So I want to hope everybody has a great day. Ron, thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
You're heading to Oxford? All right.
Yes, I am, and always good to see you, John, and glad you are on the men, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks, Ron. It's, good to be on the men.
It's good to be on the men, and we won't talk football today at all. So, okay. So,
what's the matter, Larry?
We may give it up after
Wait a minute.
today.
You know what? There's 3 of us sitting in here.
Yeah.
That we all could be sitting on the sidelines come bowl season.
Yeah, but I know I am. Because both of y'all's teams beat me.
I know my team will be sitting on the sidelines already.
No, don't do that right now. Mine's on the sideline. Mine needs to stay on the sideline. That's right now. So if they get beat today by a quarterback that used to play for them, I'm going to be really in trouble, okay? All right. Anyway, look forward to talking to all y'all next week. Thank you. John, glad you're feeling better. Sheldon McCall, thank you. This is Larry Ray reminding us I do each and every week. What? Doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And what else?
God bless the USA.